I'm Aditya Veera and I've been hosting my podcast for almost 3 years now. The show has featured musicians from all over the world. We've had Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Eric Johnson, Mr. Big, Pandit Vishwamohan Bhatt, and Avial. So it's
an honor.
Yeah, it is an Avial a mixture of so many different musicians, artists, and cultures. So it's a privilege, having grown up listening to your kind of music, and finally I'm 30 now, and I'm getting to talk to you all. So it's a dream come true for me. So first and foremost, I wanted to ask you, how are you all doing today, and what do you think of the show last night? Were you all happy?
It was pretty packed show that we had yesterday.
Okay.
It was okay.
All right. And anything fun you all did in Bangalore beyond the show?
No, we went back to the hotel. After the show, I went out with a couple of my friends
Okay.
to have dinner.
Okay, where do you guys go?
There was this place called Reservoir.
Oh, Reservoir. It's down the road in
Yeah,
Koramangala. That's an amazing place.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we had dinner.
Okay.
That was it.
Right. And
Yes.
how long has it been since you last visited Bangalore?
I think the last gig was at the mall. Phoenix Mall.
Phoenix Mall.
For
Okay.
it was a festival
Okay.
called what?
Oddball Festival.
Oddball.
Yeah, I was there for that too.
Oh,
Yeah. Amazing.
So that was the one, yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to get right into our interview. I have a couple of interesting questions as part of our agenda today. So let's go.
Yeah.
So firstly, I would like to talk about the beginnings of the first Avial album and how it turned out to be a full-blown album. At what point did you guys decide that we need to put out an album? Let's do this.
So the first song we did as a band,
Yeah.
it was Nada Nada in 2003.
All right.
So how it happened is this guy called, what's his name? Pradeep Kalipuret. He approached us. He said he wanted to shoot a video. And so, we did Nada Nada. And
Okay.
He shot the video, which came out in a channel called SS Music. It's not there anymore.
Right.
So that was the introduction. And then, so we got the feedback. Everybody liked it.
Yeah.
They all said it, Malayalam, a new sound. And then after a year, we decided to, work on an album, which had 8 songs in it. And that was it. For 3.5 years, we worked from 2005. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 was the release of the album through the record label Fatfish
Right.
from Mumbai,
Right.
and all of that happened. And then we started playing live, and we're still doing that.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Amazing. Coincidentally, I was talking to this gentleman called Viras Ferreira, who met you all at the Bandra Amphitheatre, and he was talking about the launch and all of that. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
He's a journalist from Free Press Journal, so we were having this conversation. So he was talking about all your good old days in Bombay.
Yeah. 2008.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
That was the introduction. We even had a gig which happened at the Land's End.
Correct.
Next
Taj.
to the Taj,
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice. You did speak about putting out that album and then getting into the live context. So I wanted to know as to how you have reimagined some of those tunes all of these years in a live context. Like, how do you make it different in every show and make it interesting for musicians? Like, say, I've come for Oddball and then I've come last night. It was very different. So I want to understand the process. So if you could elaborate a little on the process.
Yeah. For us, each stage is different. If it's indoor,
Yeah.
if you're talking about the sound is different.
Yeah.
Yesterday's show, people are different who come up and,
Yeah.
watch us. What else? So the sound, these guys change, especially Rex. On and off, keep changing arrangements. So to make it fresh,
Okay.
not to sound the same every time. So basically, we get bored of our own, stuff. Especially when I'm playing guitar.
Yeah.
After one show, I feel like I'm repeating myself too much. So
Oh, really?
I have this urge to
Yeah.
keep changing what I'm doing as
Correct.
everyone else. So
Correct.
I think that's why every show it keeps changing.
So if you could slightly get a little technical about the process, do you change scales? What do you do? What is
No,
that process like?
we don't change scales,
Okay.
but the arrangement around the
Okay.
song will be same,
Okay.
but the guitar parts and slightly, not too much from the song,
Okay.
not from the original,
Yeah.
but it keeps changing like that. And it's, yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
Talking about this whole idea of this whole revenue share at gigs, the compensation that you get versus streaming. We're in a streaming world, and you guys started with a record label. You mentioned a Fatfish. So how different is it, and how relevant do you feel this digital world is treating you? Are you being treated well in terms of monetization? Are you happy with the state of affairs?
No, when Avial came out,
Yeah.
all of these digital platforms have just come out.
Okay.
It was not popular back then.
Correct. Correct.
Now the scene is different. Now everything is digital.
Correct.
Everything is online.
Correct.
Your
Yeah.
advertisement and
Yeah.
the reach.
Correct.
When we came out, it was a physical CD and
Sure. Yeah.
all of that was.
Yeah.
But now I think it's completely changed. It's all internet that sells.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Stream.
course, streaming.
Yeah. Yeah. You did speak about Fatfish also. So being a record label, how instrumental were they back in the day in terms of the live context as well as helping you with your album release and everything?
Well, the record label, their first release was this artist called Rabi Shegal.
Oh yeah,
Rabi.
Rabi Shergill.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So after Rabi, it was Avial, and then they released a band from Delhi. And what happened after that was that the record label itself, they went crashed.
Dissolved. Okay.
They did not make it because they were involved in making movies. There was this huge financial, crisis
yeah.
which happened.
Yeah.
They had to, shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So along with the Avial also went down.
Yeah.
They stopped producing CDs.
Correct.
And rest, it was just, YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
People were watching us.
Yeah.
But then we got out of the contract. Just couple of, when was that? Last year.
Yeah.
The last year.
Yeah.
We got out of the contract. And that's how the vinyl came out.
Oh wow.
Because they wanted to have their record name on it, right? The Tanneya record.
Right.
They helped us to get out of the
Yeah.
the deal that we had with
Hmm.
Fatfish.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's it. It's been good.
It's
that
been
they
good?
Release vinyl.
Nice.
People have been appreciating. They liked it.
Oh, amazing, amazing. As a band together, what are some of the formidable hurdles that you had to go through? I'm sure there have been many, but what have been the significant challenges back in the day to now, and how have you overcome all of that within this context as Avial?
Yeah, it's so you basically listen to the story and you're working for the story. Like I can't just do whatever I feel like doing, but when you do independently for like Avial,
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want. Like
Okay.
it's not like if I want to do grunge, I can do grunge. So in movies, it's different. You have to work for the movie.
Okay.
But I'm lucky enough to have directors who understands my style and call me so that I can include my flavors also. So that's why I don't do a lot of movies because
Okay.
I'm not that versatile. I'm basically a rock musician, so I have to stay in that zone
Right.
somewhere.
Right.
Somewhere in that ballpark, I have to be there.
Right.
Otherwise, it's totally out of my, I can't do every genre and everything.
Right.
So I'm not say, a complete film music director. I'm still a rock musician who's lucky enough to, work with directors who understand my style also. So it's like a give and take thing also.
Right.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to Avial as a band, is there a musical territory that doesn't work for you all, where you set the benchmark that no, we're not going to try this. This is not our thing. Genre or approach, anything. It can be either.
But I think we keep trying everything. Sometimes it just doesn't vibe with us. Sometimes it gets boring, or
Monotony.
it's. I think it's all about that vibe you
Okay.
get. You sit together, four of us,
Yeah.
and if it's not happening, you can feel it inside the room.
Okay.
Even if you don't say that things,
Yeah.
you can feel the energy that it's not happening.
Sure.
So we just follow that feeling.
Okay.
That's all. There is no restrictions as in to do only this and that.
Correct.
Nothing like that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And some of your songs also delve into social issues and predicaments, often shaped by lyrical traditions of the people who have worked with you all in terms of lyrics. I've seen a lot of writers who worked with you all. So, do you anticipate that audiences grasp the nuanced messages in your songs, or you just want them to interpret whatever they want? What do you expect from a listener?
Listeners listen to whatever we give. And lyricists, we work together, we tell them what we want.
Yeah.
Because we cannot write folk Malayalam,
Right.
They are specialists in writing folk.
Right.
And so that's how we work. And sometimes they'll come up with lyrics, we work, we make changes.
Yeah.
Sometimes some of the words don't sound, musical.
Yeah.
We tell them to change it.
Yeah.
It's a mutual thing.
Okay.
People would accept anything that we give as long as it sounds good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But when it comes to messages, like strong messages, like say a song about the tribal culture being exploited,
Yeah.
so you are trying to convey that through your music.
Yeah.
So is it important for a listener to get that idea? Because you're trying to convey a message at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, it is important.
Yeah.
It is important that every song, really means something.
Correct.
It has to be about, it's a cause.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And again, our CD, when we released it, there were interpretation in English. So everybody knew, even though it was folk Malayalam, people knew what the song was all about.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, got it. This is a question for Rex. Describe the circumstances that led to your departure from Mother Jane. And as musicians, there has been a heated debate in the current Mother Jane lineup. So I would like you to comment on it, your thoughts on it.
Basically, I just wanted to, try something different.
New.
Not new, as in like. Mother Jane at that point, I think they were doing more of progressive and like Dream Theater and a lot of complex stuff, which I thought for me, I just wanted to do something a little more relaxed and I was at that point. But again, it changed. We started Avial and did. So there's nothing. I just wanted to do something different. That's all. There was no other anything else.
Right.
So I just. One day I just told them, okay, I'll do something different. And they were so happy.
It was mutual concept.
Yeah, it was a mutual thing. So I wanted to explore something else.
Okay.
I had in mind, but I really didn't know what it was. It was like a search kind of thing.
Okay.
So finally ended up in Avial. So I thought, okay, this is the sound I was looking for.
Right.
Especially the language part.
Right.
I was so happy to have songs in Malayalam.
Okay.
I felt kind of a fulfillment
Back to your roots.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So
You all have deep interest in socio-political issues. So what role do you feel musicians should play in addressing them, other musicians or other bands?
Um, each band, they all talk about either it's about social issues
Yeah,
or it's a love song.
yeah.
So it has to be about something. And being Malayali, every
Yeah.
Malayali is politically aware,
Yeah.
very sensitive and
Correct.
active.
Yeah,
So that comes automatically.
Right.
And that's it. It's what you give.
right.
And for Avial, we don't sing love songs. It's all about social, political. The first album was all about it.
yeah, love songs as in romantic love songs.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That was it. So I think even other bands. What do Mother Jane sing about? What do TDT and Chaos?
Correct.
Again, they all sing about social and political stuff.
Okay, okay. Right on. I want to understand, how does a group operate differently now compared to how it started in 2003? How different is it now? Your ways, everything, live context. Can you elaborate on that, both of you?
Okay, things have changed the way we work on music. Now we had to, like back then we had to sit together in one room and make music. Now we can do other stuff and
Okay.
keep sending ideas one another and save. I think that sort of things have changed. So you can be in different places and still make music.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. And that's the main thing I feel that's changed, like physically.
Okay.
Yeah. But otherwise, for the live, I think it's
It's still the same.
still the same.
Same energy.
Yeah. More. Only thing I noticed that people have started using backing tracks. That has become very normal. Back then, when we started, it was like people were saying, okay, they doing backing tracks is not good.
Do you encourage that?
Encourage as in?
Do you like the fact that bands use backing tracks?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Why shouldn't they? They should. It's a good thing.
Okay.
It's for the people.
Right.
It's not just for the band.
Right.
It's for the experience.
Okay.
The musical experience
Okay.
that you're trying to help
Right.
them understand more of your music.
Right.
It's a good way to do that.
Super.
Yeah.
In the interest of time, I'd like to come to the last part of our agenda, which is a very quick rapid fire. Right? So I would like all of you to participate. Very, very simple questions, one word questions. That's all right. That's all right. But please, all of you, I would love for all of you to participate. What is that one song that always makes you cry? You can start.
For me, it's We Are the World.
Nice. Quincy.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones?
Quincy Jones.
Nice. Rexeta?
I don't know.
Okay. What's your favorite cuisine? Favorite dish?
Fish.
Fish? Okay.
I can go with anything, I like everything.
Okay.
This side.
Parota and beef.
Amazing. Great choice.
Parota, chicken fry.
Chicken fry?
Chicken
Nice.
fry.
If you had to put together an all-star Malayali rock band, you can pick artists from any era. Who all would be a part of it?
Well, good musicianship,
Okay.
a good personality.
Okay.
That's it. Good vibe.
Rexeta?
Yeah, vibe is definitely a thing, and fun.
Okay.
Should be fun to work with,
Okay.
and being on time.
Amazing. Punctuality.
Punctuality is
Nice.
it's a great thing too. I recently discovered myself like, so that's a great thing. Yeah.
Okay. One last question for today. Down in the distant horizon, what would you like to be remembered as individually?
As Malayali rockers.
Same. Amazing. So this interview will be additionally aired on the Sunday primetime radio show on Big FM Shillong and Aizol. So it's my show. So I will be happy to share the links, and it'll be out on YouTube on my YouTube channel, Aditya Veera 1994. It'll also be streaming on all audio platforms from Spotify to Apple Podcasts. Stalwarts of Music with Aditya Veera. It's been such an incredible blessing honor and a privilege, gentlemen.
Thank you, buddy.
I hope you
Yes.
had fun.